let's take a look at this question. And this is similar because it's asking you whether something is favorable or unfavorable, and it's giving you the same number. So it's going to be, so it's basically, they're saying it's easy to figure out the answer, but no, make sure it's favorable or unfavorable. So let's take a look at this question and see how we would approach a question like this on the exam day. If Gilbert Watches uses a flexible budget to analyze its performance, the variable cost flexible budget variance for the March is how much? Okay. Gilbert Watches sells a line of wristwear. Gilbert's performance report for March year 4 is as follows. So they're giving us the static budget and they're giving us the actual budget. And they're asking for the variable cost flexible budget variance. So first, variable cost right here. You are looking at this. And they're looking to see the variance between those two figures. Variable cost, the static budget and the actual budget. One of the classic mistakes is this. You'll take the difference between those two and you would say it's 3,500, and you would say, is it favorable or unfavorable? Because you do have 3,500. So they will try to trick you by giving you something like this. And here you would say, well, it's favorable because it's less. For one way to look at it, it's favorable, it's less. Therefore, the answer must be 3,500 favorable. That's one classic mistake. The other classic mistake, you would say, hold on a second. I sold less watches, therefore it must be unfavorable. Then people will go with 3,500 unfavorable. Well, it's neither favorable 3,500 nor unfavorable 3,500. So actually, if you have a basic understanding of the flexible budget, actually you could eliminate those two because those two cannot be the answer. 3,500 favorable, 3,500 unfavorable. But they're trying to trick you because they're saying, well, if you know you're focusing on the variable cost, look, the difference is 3,500, staring you in the face, choose either favorable or unfavorable. No, you could go down to 50-50 by eliminating those two answers. Now, the question becomes, how do I analyze this problem? How do I analyze this problem? Well, how do I analyze it? Well, first I have to know how the flexible budget works. Well, I have to know what is my variable rate based on my static budget. Well, my variable cost under my static budget is 18,000. That's based on a 600 units sold. And remember, there is a direct relationship between units sold and the variable cost. So if I take 18,000 divided by 600 unit, my variable rate for this company is $30. Now, whether I sell 600 or 6,000 or 6, variable cost should be $30. Now, I'm going to go to my actual budget. My static budget is, I already figured out my variable rate is $30. Well, now my actual budget was 500. So my variable cost should be 500 times 30 based on my rate. It should be 15,000. This is what my variable cost should have been based on my static budget, $30. Well, guess what? Now I see the difference. Now we have another difference. Once we get to this point, we have another difference. And here we have to be very careful. We have a difference of between 15,000 and 14,500. The difference is 500. The question is this favorable or unfavorable? Look, I sold 500 watches. My variable cost should have been 15,000. My variable cost is 14,500. Wow, that's great. Now, why would that happen? Why would that happen in the real world? You might be asking, didn't you say that it should be $30? Maybe the watch manufacturers, what they did, they somehow bought some supplies at a lower rate that they use in manufacturing those watches. So guess what happened? Because of that, their variable cost went down. They were able to save more on their variable cost. And they saved $500. It means the variance is favorable. It's 500 and favorable. So that's how we figured out the answer for this question. Again, you want to make sure you want to go down to 50-50. So immediately by reading the question on the CPA exam, you should go down to 50-50 by eliminating at least 2 answers, if not more than 2.
Want to see more CPA exam multiple choice questions solved step by step? At farhatlectures.com, you will get hundreds of video solved MCQs step by step, including previously released AI CPA questions, previously released AI CPA simulation, in-depth lectures and resources to prepare for the CPA exam, AI tools that's going to help you study smarter, not harder, CPA exam podcast lessons where you can learn on the go. And also you will get the personal guidance of support of Farhat and his team. If you are serious about passing the CPA exam, this is your next step. Visit the website farhatlectures.com, start your free trial, and I hope to see you on the website.